time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway.
And a national title game rematch.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return.
3 times last year.
So Florida State's offense will get the ball first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly what.
Gashing
the knee on the right. Good shit, Moss. No relation.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
Good shit, Moss.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive.
He's loose on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Frost. The quick out. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game.
And he walks into the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Gives it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They punted away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Frost. Makes the grab.
Oh, come on, Ref.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
He gone.
At the 40, there he goes.
Get out of that bouquet.
Wide open
Get out of that
space.
bouquet.
Touchdown, Seminoles.
Get out of that
He
bouquet.
broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Get out of that bouquet.
How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wants to throw on first down.
Don't do that.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout.
Oh,
Got
my
him
God.
downfield. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Man down on the play is the official. Break to let him be checked out. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you gotta protect. You gotta sell that run. And if the quarterback's gonna do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Oh.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Using his legs, it's John. Got a little space.
Get out of there, RJ. Stiff him.
Lots of running room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the left. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it.
We ain't trying to do
and
shit.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
We ain't trying to do shit.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well,
The drive starts from their own 25-yard
these
line.
boys is gonna come with some sauce for this year.
On the move, it's Durant. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Literally just played them in
Well,
the
just
natty.
nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into
And in
this
the
one they were
ACC
going to be
championship.
challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to the big tight end. Ball is
Wow.
loose.
Oh, fumble.
Defense
Somebody get
grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for
Somebody
a
get
huge
that.
return, but they will take it. They are
Somebody
in
get that.
business after the fumble recovery. Guys, here
Somebody get
comes
that.
that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some
Good
space.
round, RJ.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Scanning the field, it's Frost. Trying to
Should be
find
good.
the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Lee.
Ah, bro.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Don't take it to the second quarter, G. I ain't running you no play.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle.
Oh, you got
It's
to drop
Lee.
that.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Runs through a tackle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, boy.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Kill something.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And
you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, my God.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a dot. Oh my God, cuz you got cooked.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensive.
There he goes.
Jared, ride with your boy. Come on,
The
folks.
30. He's
Come on,
at the
folks. Ride with me.
touchdown Seminoles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Look, he booing.
He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands, a guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football, and when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Lee. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight.
Oh, he shanked that.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Frost. He's going for it all.
Good throw.
He's got it on the left. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Tons of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left.
He goes shoot the shot.
He's at the top. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Turning it on.
Oh, we out of there.
He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him.
Oh,
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Pucks it out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Pitt! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return.
Or get missing.
He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Get missing.
Got a little room. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. It's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
From the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it on target. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sideline. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
29 Philly. 2.
To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Durant. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the upright.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him?
Get out of there.
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
I need y'all to tighten
Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass.
Oh, that's me.
Throws to the tight end.
Oh,
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
I'll get the pick. Oh, my God.
Downfield. All by himself down the middle. Inside the touchdown, Pittsburgh. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run to the left. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll take a deep shot here. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's our force to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now
going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Looking to throw, it's Frost. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fitted in the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go.
Power football with the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to run it to the right. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Using his legs, it's Lee. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's John. Finding an escape route. There he goes to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter. The
Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To throw, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Durant. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They just keep firing. Lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook it.
Got it inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Kansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, a lot of space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give to the left side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Back to throw, it's Frost. Pressure coming. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, Chad, I'll be back.